I wanted to record this video today for a number of reasons. After speaking to a lot of clients recently, speaking to people in the space, even speaking to people who run their own stores, are marketers themselves, are B2B or B2C, irrespective of what you are, it seems to be the same problem cropping up. How do I reach more customers? How do I stay relevant with my customers? Facebook ads aren't working. What's my other option? And the problem that seemed to be cropping up amongst everyone was, how do I get attention? How do I get people looking at me? How do I get people consuming my information? And it really comes down to a couple of points, and I just want to walk you through those on this video. So, why attention, and why is attention so important? It's something that we all crave, irrespective of if you're an e-commerce business owner, if you're a sports person looking to get noticed, or if you're, a company like us looking to help e-commerce companies and soon to be looking to help marketers with the program we're releasing next week, which I'll be talking about in a video later this week. So, attention is vital for every brand, and when you think of, going to buy new shoes, you think of Nike, Adidas, you think of these brands because they're top of mind, because they have your attention, they've had your attention with so long. And the second point I want to cover is why us as marketers need to look at the bigger picture. A lot of people become fixated on, you need to run email marketing, you need to run Facebook ads, you need to do this, and this. And just become obsessed with that one channel, that when that channel breaks down, or when something, a link in the chain falls apart in that channel, there's no alternative, there's no other option, and thus customer acquisition or attention itself becomes finite and reduces. So I just want to walk you through the process in terms of attention to consumption to conversion, which is the usual process that a lead, a customer, or someone that's interested in hiring you, for instance, would follow. So attention is, in a social media sense and in an online sense, something that stops you scrolling. Just like this video has now, just like what I'm trying to get you to do now is stop scrolling. Watch this video, take in what I have to say, and understand my point of view so that you become aligned with me, and eventually, you sign as a client, or you refer a friend, or you become part of our program, whatever it may be. So that's what, this is designed to do, and that's what the world of social media is based around. Not only do you need to stop the scroll, but you need to speak specifically to a pain point. And I know this is a pain point because I've spoken to numerous people within the last 2 to 3 weeks that are going through this problem. That can't book meetings, that can't get sales, that can't get engagement on their social posts. All of these kind of things. And the last thing that falls into the attention category is something that resonates. So you see a lot of marketers, you see a lot of B2B sales, B2C sales, and they're trying to push something that their target market doesn't actually need, doesn't actually want, or maybe just doesn't understand the messaging behind it, or doesn't understand why that product would benefit to them. So there's numerous things that we can do to acquire attention and improve each of these 3 steps. So in terms of stopping the scroll, you want something that's attention grabbing. You want something that lures people in the first few seconds, that gets them hooked, that gets them watching. And you'll see, at various stages throughout your content, throughout your videos, throughout your posts, you'll see what stops the scroll, what doesn't, and then you can go and replicate that, go and produce more content in that style. Speaks to a pain point is something that you're calling out a trouble, a need that someone directly has, and hammering that constantly. The point of this video is how to acquire attention. I'm not going to go talk about, how to improve your email flows, or, how to optimize your add to cart, button. This whole video is based around getting attention, obtaining attention, and keeping attention. And resonate, something that speaks to the pain point, as I said, something that your target audience really, really, resonates with. They understand the point and they get it, and it builds affinity. So the key from grabbing attention and getting attention is almost the easiest part. The trouble is keeping it. And if you want some inspiration in terms of who masters content, who captures attention really well, you can look at the likes of Alex Hormozi, a good friend of mine, Serge Guattari. You can look him up on Instagram. Just in terms of consistency, in terms of getting people to consume content on a daily basis and grow that attention, There's not many people who are doing it a lot better in this space right now, which is what leads me on to consumption, and which is what builds people's affinity, what builds people's loyalty with you, and why you see people go from 10k followers to 50k followers, from 10k months to 150k months, be it in their B2B business, be it in their e-commerce business, because they have people consistently coming back for more and more and more. You have obtained people's attention. And just to highlight the multiple touch points, people say my Facebook ads don't work, no one's seeing my posts, my email marketing isn't working, there's no one seeing my emails, no one opening my emails. But what about the multiple touch points? What about the multiple points of consumption that you can have? And I really wanted to touch on this image and this infographic. So we see here that all of the different points that go into obtaining attention and obtaining a sale or obtaining an appointment, getting a booked meeting. It goes from, the first interaction may be a web search or a social media post where it's like a video like this, then you go search our company, Donfluent. Then you go read an article about us. Then you go, you get targeted by a paid ad when you come back to social media. Then you see, someone give us a shout out on their story. Then you see, us, we reach out and message you because you've interacted with our website, or you reach out after seeing one of our ads, and unbeknownst to you, unbeknownst to us, you've consumed 7 pieces, 8 pieces, 9 pieces of our information. You have a much better and much more informed opinion of what we do, and you're much more ready to take action rather than seeing one post and forgetting about it. So the act of consumption and getting people to consume your content and become involved in what you're trying to do and buy into your world-changing opinion, or buy into the service, buy into the product that you're trying to sell, has to be carried out among multiple different platforms. I'm not saying that you have to go and produce, hundreds of different sizes and videos and images to put on your various social media platforms. Consistency and volume negates look, and that's the biggest thing that I've learned from becoming active on these channels, is that the more you put yourself out there, the more tends to come back. And it's not luck, it's you being in front of more people. It's more people consuming your content, more people consuming your opinion, and thus believe you more and more. Now, you obviously have to have the product to back it up, but for them to believe in your product in the first place, you have to get yourself in front of them and get your point across. So I think this infographic that shows, the multiple different touch points from, influencers, shout outs, messenger, web search, social media, really shows how easy it is for someone to, for you to be ever present, and almost the phrase I like to use is top of mind in someone's mental Google search. That if they think of a marketing agency or an e-commerce advertising agency, they think of us. If they think of, as I said, a shoe company, that you think of Nike straight away. So it's those little things and those little touch points that, are dotted throughout the internet, throughout, someone's daily activities is where you will build your resonance. So that moves us on to conversion. Now, you've captured someone's attention, you've been consistent across all of your channels, you've been repurposing your content across all of those channels, people are consuming it with consistency, on a daily basis. You're omnipresent, you're, engaging with your email list, you're using Facebook, you're using Instagram, native platforms, you're using stories, you're starting conversations on Messenger, you're using paid ads, and using the same content across all of them, which is the beauty of it. But you're getting that consumption, you're getting that notoriety with your target market, you're building up your friends list, your email list, and thus more and more eyeballs are becoming attracted to what you're saying, and the J-curve, that natural, more followers, more sales, more meetings, whatever it is you're looking to convert that attention into. In our case, what we're looking to do is drive e-commerce sales for those businesses that we work with. And it's at this point that you really start to get more feedback on your target market. How can we resonate with them more? How can we be more consistent? How can we show more social proof to this target market? How can we dial in our targeting so that the people who consume it are really, really interested in what we have to offer? And then what comes at the end, and what is the key bit at the end that gets someone over the line. You've got their attention, they've consumed your information on a regular basis, consumed your content, and now it's at that point where you need to close that sale. You need to, get them to your website, get them purchasing your products, and get them as a paying customer. And how does that happen? It comes through clarity and, making sure that what you're offering is what that person needs at that time. If it's coming into winter, or if it's coming into, Q4 as we are now at the end of the year. What are people looking for? Gifts for family, gifts for friends, gifts for, partners, whatever it may be. Your targeting has to be dialed in so that you know what that person is looking for, and you can provide clarity as to this is the solution. This is the perfect gift. This is the perfect present. This is the perfect gift to yourself even. This is, what you need at this time. You're coming into winter. This is the perfect winter coat. This is the perfect winter backpack, whatever it may be. And that clarity comes from having confidence in what you're offering. So if you're selling, that winter coat, that it's the best, the warmest, and you can tell the story behind it, that this will solve those problems, and this will provide clarity and provide the solution to what you need. Maybe it will give you a certain look, maybe it will give you a certain feel, and having that through your resonance, through your clarity in terms of the storytelling aspect and how you get that across to customers, all comes back to that word clarity and, the story behind your brand, getting that right, and also the USPs, the value proposition. So does the cost of the good, the service, outweigh, or is less than the value you're providing? So, am I happy to pay X amount to get my gift or to get whatever it is? So that value proposition has to make sense. So making sure that you're, competitively priced, but that you're charging what you can get. Like in our company, we're by no means the cheapest company, but we don't provide regular results. We provide amazing results. We provide, over a 5x return on ad spend for all of our clients this year on average, and that's not including the ones that are doing 15, 20x or 10x. So that value proposition, that what you're investing, what you're paying, it pales in comparison to what you're receiving. That value that you're getting, what you're unlocking, what you're paying for, what you're receiving, that is, pales in significance, as I said, to what you're receiving, and that desired outcome. You don't want to quote and buy it, and I keep coming back to this example, but you don't want to buy that coat and then be freezing cold in the middle of winter. So that the product actually gets you that desired outcome. If you sign up to a company like us and we deliver, lose your money, you haven't gotten your desired outcome. So now you've gone through the whole process, and what comes at the end of conversion is re-engagement. How do I get people back into attention? How do I get them back to the start consuming and buying the next product or buying the next service? So that desired outcome is so crucial for the lifetime value of customers, that when they receive the product, when they receive the good, that what they had expected to happen happens, and if not, over delivers on their expectations. So that they expected it to be this good and you've actually delivered it to be this good. So these couple of things really, really make a huge difference in terms of your conversion, and how you convey this all comes back to clarity. Can you show clarity around this product, this service will deliver that desired outcome? This product, this service, the value of it will be much, much greater, 10, 100x to what you're paying for it. And confidence. Can you come across, can you say, like I can confidently, that we have a superstar, A-star team that can deliver you the results that you really, really need? So you see from the tone of someone's voice, from the content that they produce, how confident they are in what they're doing. So this whole process from start to finish is what a lot of people are lacking right now. And, they hit and hope with one post. They hit and hope with one ad for a week. They put €50 to a paid advertising campaign. They send out one email to their email list, and they just abandon all hope that it works, when it's been proven by hundreds of thousands of businesses, e-commerce businesses, that these channels, these connection points, that attention is the new currency, and that doesn't start at one touch point. That starts at multiple touch points and being consistent across those multiple touch points. So Hope this was really helpful for the people that were watching. Hopefully I've managed to capture your attention for the duration of this video. If you are interested in learning more about how we take people through this process, as I said, we're launching a program next week that will take, normal, intelligent people who are fed up with their careers, or maybe have lost, motivation for the career path they're going, and teach them these, vital e-commerce and can be used in a B2B sense also, but vital online marketing skills that so many businesses are craving. Alternatively, if you're an e-commerce company and you're looking to acquire more attention, looking to ultimately acquire more conversions, and want to do so through these multiple touch points and need help with that, I'll leave a link below in the description of this video to book a call, book a time with myself. I'll be more than happy to talk you through our process, see what you think. But I hope you have a great day, and thank you very, very much for taking the time to watch this. Any other comments or any feedback you have in the video, be sure and let me know, and thank you very much.